patting his pockets. So I'm thinking, I know good and damn well, I know you fucking lying. I know you lying. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Baby, I was like, I know good and doggone. What's poppin', fabs? Your favorite host with the most, NJ here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. As you can tell by the title of this video, it's gonna be a crazy one. I'm gonna be doing a story time, and this is a story time of the worst date I've ever been on. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below telling me about your worst date ever. So without further ado, let's get right to it. So, a mutual friend of mine came to me and was like, hey, so-and-so is interested in you. I was like, okay, girl. Like, she was like, no, he is super interested in you. Like, he wants you. And I was like, whoa. Let's not go there, okay? So I was like, well, at first I was a little iffy about it because I just feel like I'm not a intimidating person. Like, I'm very open, bubbly person, so I feel like he could have easily approached me and told me this himself rather than going through a mutual friend of ours. But you know, understood. So that was kind of like semi red flag number one. I was like, well, okay. Well, she was like, yeah, he's really interested in you. He wants you. She just kept throwing it. She kept saying, he wants you. So I was like, okay. Well, one, he needs to let me know himself. That's just bottom line. If he wants to try to talk to me, try to date me, he gotta come to me, you know, as himself. Because, like, what are we in freaking middle school? No, sir. You want my number, you gotta come as me. So she was like, okay, well, I'm having a get together at my house this weekend. You know, he's gonna be there. We would love if you'll swing by, like, you know, laka. Okay, cool. The weekend gets there. I go to her house, and you know, it's just a nice little vibe. You know, I go to her house. We're at the little kickback thingamajig, and he approaches me and he says, hi, my name is so and so, and he was just like, my name is Laka, you know, nice to meet you. I'm pretty sure you heard from mutual friend that I'm very interested in you and I want to take you out on a date. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But being that I didn't know him, I was like, let's try to get to know each other first before we go on a date. Because my biggest pet peeve is I do not like to waste time. I don't like my time being wasted, and I don't like to waste anybody else's time. So I instantly wasn't interested in him. So I was like, well, maybe let's just see if we can build something. Like, let's give it like a couple weeks, and you know, like, if we're connecting, then yes, we can go on a date. So a week passed, and y'all, making conversation with him was like pulling teeth. Like, y'all, like, it was so energy draining. Like, I just had to take all of the energy and, like, literally that's what it was like, making conversation with him. And I was like, I'm so glad that I told you that we need to make sure that we're interested in each other first, because a date is not gonna work. So in my mind, I haven't made up. No, I'm not going out on a date with him. So right when I was just about to tell him, like, you know, this ain't gonna work out, this is when he asked me on a date. And this is how he got me. He was like, well, my birthday is Wednesday, and I would love if you would come to dinner with me. And I was like, well, Wednesday is really, I was like, I'm really busy on Wednesdays. I was like, I have school. I don't get off work till like 8 o'clock, and it's gonna be a lot. And he was like, well, I really want you to come. He was like, but I understand if you can't. He said, I just really wanted to spend this birthday with somebody special. And I know you saying, all my ass. All my ass. No. So boom. Fast forward, what was that, the week before? So boom. Fast forward to Wednesday. Y'all, I don't know, this day, like everything that could have went wrong that day went wrong. Like so much stuff, like work stuff was going wrong, school stuff was going wrong. So I'm mentally checked out. Like when I clock out at 8 o'clock, like I'm just ready to go home and get in my bed. So he calls me right at 8 o'clock on the dot. Hey, need me to come get you from work? You know, like. And I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna meet you at said restaurant and go from there. He's like, you sure? Well, I can come pick you up from your house, or I can come pick you up for you. Like, you know, just let me know what you want to do. I said, well, let me go home. Let me change out of my work clothes. Let me regroup and get myself together. So boom, meet him at the restaurant at 9 o'clock. Now, this restaurant, first off, I didn't like the restaurant, but it was his favorite place, so sure, why not? So boom, we get there and he's tries to be like touchy-feely with me, and I was like, no. Like he was like trying to like give me my space, like no, like he was trying to be like all over me, and I'm just like, no, like sit your ass on the other side of the table, like no, get over there. So we at this expensive pasta place, okay, and I'm looking over the menu, and like I really have it in my mind, like I'm not finna eat because I really want to go home, get in my bed. I done had a long day, and I just already just had this date canceled out in my head, but I'm pulling it together because I know that it's his birthday and I don't want him to have a bad birthday. So I'm just gonna fake it till I make it. Okay, so I see, boom, they got Alfredo. So I'm gonna get the chicken Alfredo. So the waitress comes, take our order. She's like, can I start you off with appetizers? I was like, well, actually, and he was like, yes, we'll take this, this, and this. And I'm like, I know you is lying. Why is you sitting up here ordering appetizers? It's 9 o'clock at night. I'm ready to go. Okay, that's what set me off, number one. So boom, appetizers come. Mind you, I didn't eat any of the appetizers because again, I didn't like the restaurant. So boom, he's enjoying his appetizers. The lady comes back and was like, can I start y'all off with some, would y'all like some drinks as well? I was like, yeah, I'll take water. And he was like, no, she's gonna have this kind of drink. I forgot what kind of drink it was, but it was an alcoholic drink. I was like, no, I'm good, I want water. He was like, well, I'm gonna have this. And then he orders this fancy ass bottle of old ass wine, and he is just like really like just running up a tab here. So when we get the food, again, conversation is like pulling teeth, okay? Pulling teeth to make conversation. And how I know we weren't going anywhere is when I asked him about music. I was like, oh, you know, who do you like as far as music goes? Because I love music, and I think music is the way you can connect with people, and I think music is a conversation starter. So I asked him who he likes for music, and I was like, oh, okay. And he names like some old band. Like I can't even think of the name of the band, but the band was really, really old. And I was like, oh, my top 2 favorite music artists are Beyonce and Drake. And he goes, who? And I was like, you don't know who Beyonce is? You don't know who Drake is? Oh, waitress, check. check please, I got to go. This man don't know who Beyonce is, and he don't know who Drake is. Well, no, I take that back. He did know who Beyonce was. He said that she was overhyped, and he was bashing Beyonce bad. And I'm all for people, you know, giving their opinions about Beyonce, but what you're not gonna do is discredit her as an artist, as a multi-award-winning, top-charting artist. That's what we're not gonna do. And he just really downplayed her. And in a sense, like, y'all might think I'm crazy, but that really upset me because you not finna downplay her like that. And he didn't know who Drake was. So instantly turned off, ready to go. Waitress, where's the check? So he was like, you don't know real music, and you need to start listening to this, and when we become a couple, you're gonna be listening to this kind of music and that. And I was like, when we become a couple, sir, I don't even want to be on this date with you. What do you mean when we become a couple? Ooh, I'm sorry, that just really set me back, because it just set me back, y'all. I just had a little flashback. And he was telling me all of this stuff, and by this point of the day, I am ready to go home. So our meal finally comes out, and then we eat our meal. The meal was actually pretty okay, but again, I didn't eat all of mine. I took the rest of it home. And the waitress comes, and she was like, do y'all want dessert? No, we want the check. No, don't listen to her. We want desserts. I was like, I'm not ordering dessert. I was like, to be honest with you, it's getting kind of late. You know, I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. I gotta be to work at 8 a.m. and don't get off to 8 p.m. So, like, it's time for us to wrap it up and go. So he continues on, completely ignores the fact that I said him that I gotta get up early in the morning to go to work, and just carries on. So at this point, I'm just not making conversation at all. I'm just ready to go. Like, I was this close to pulling out my cell phone in a date, and I do not pull out my cell phone in dates. So he continues on, and he's still sitting there talking to me. I'm not talking back because I'm not interested anymore. I'm ready to go. So the lady comes with our check. Mind y'all, the place closed at 11. It's 10:30, okay? So so the check comes, she gives the check to him, and I pull my phone out, and I'm telling my friend, I'm texting my best friend, is you still up? Like, you need to be up, because do I have a story for you when I get in the car? And she was like, I checked your location. She's like, oh, what you doing there? I was like, girl, I'm on the date from hell. Like, you would not believe, like, you know, all the stuff that just happened to me. And I was like, well, I said, well, he's still here, so I'm gonna just call you when I get in the car, but stay up. So I noticed he looks at me, and he's on, well, this man did not stick me with this check. At this point, I'm ready to fight, y'all. I'm going off in my head, y'all. I'm ready to fight. Like, sir, what? You gotta die. Now you gotta die. So I called my friend. I was like, girl, you is not gonna believe this. I think this man just ran out on me and left me with the bill. And she was like, how much was it? So I looked at it. The bill was $160. And I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, bruh, my food was only $20. So I'm flagging the waitress down, and I was like, look, homeboy left out of here. I think he left his wallet in the car, but he left out of here. It's been about 8 minutes. He ain't came back in here yet. All I had was the Alfredo. I said, you can leave him a separate check, and I will pay for mine. I was like, I got to go. So I look in my purse, y'all. Why I don't have my wallet either? I changed purses when I went home to change clothes to make sure I have any money on me to pay for my bill. And how the fuck this gonna work? So I was like, friend, I might need you to meet me at this place to come to pay for my food because I don't have my wallet either. And she was like, all right. She said, well, just give it. She said, give it 15 more minutes. If y'all don't have a solution by then, he don't come back in, I'm on the way. But she's like, Sanchez, I really think you're tripping. Like, just calm down. I was like, okay, friend, I'm calming down. Boom. He comes back in there. He was like, so I left my card at home. And I was like, okay. Okay. So I said, I figured that. So what I went ahead and did is I have a separate check coming for me. I said I left my wallet at home when I went to change clothes. My best friend is on the way to meet me here with some cash. I'm going to pay for my food and we're just gonna go our separate ways. And he was like, no, no, no. He's like, I feel bad. I'm so embarrassed. He was like, what was taking me so long is I was on the phone with my bank and they gave me a temporary debit card number over the phone and I want to take care of our meal and this, that, and the third. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, but if I need to pay for my own food, I was like, that's not a problem. I was like, me paying for my meal, that's not a problem. And he was like, no. He was like, I invited you out. I want to take care of the bill. I was like, okay, cool. So he takes care of the bill. He blows my phone up afterwards, you know, to call to apologize. And I answered like after the 5th call and I was like, it's okay, that's fine. You know, it happens, no hard feelings. So I didn't get annoyed until he offered to take me out on a coffee date. So he offers to take me out on a coffee date and I was like, I'm gonna be extremely honest with you. It's not gonna work. It's not. I didn't even say it's not you. I said I'm not interested in you. I just was very honest. I was like, one, we are in 2 different age generations. This guy was way older than me. I had no business going out on a date with him. But I was just trying to be optimistic, keep an open mind, and try something new. That did not work out for me. So I was like, just like, this isn't gonna work out. We have nothing in common, no similar interests, and I think it's just best if we stop communicating with each other. Did that stop him? No. He blew up my phone again for about another 2 days, and then after that I had to block him, and then I had to go off on my mutual friend who put me in connection with him because you knew this man was crazy and you didn't tell me. So that wraps up this story time. I hope I wasn't too long-winded. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you liked it. Also, give me an accurate account of how many times I said if I'm not mistaken, I think I may have said it 6 times throughout the video. But just let me know. If you like this story time, let me know in the comments down below. And if you have another story time idea for me, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you follow me on all things social at Sanjay the Host, and I will see you in my next video.